Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. How are you?
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. We are fine, sir. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. This is Muhammad Salim Mia, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Asian University of Bangladesh. Your course title is Strategic Management and course code MBA 6464. Today I will conduct your classes regarding environment analysis. Today our topic is environment analysis. Chapter outline: the concept of organizational environment, understanding environmental influences on businesses, types of organizational environment, external environment, internal environment, external environment, meaning and nature, the general environment, political environment, economic environment, socio-cultural environment, technological environment, legal environment, and natural environment. Last one, demographic environment. Again, how do organizations respond to external environment? Through lobbying, influencing customers, influencing suppliers, boundary spanning, environmental spanning, strategic responses. That means strategic alliances, organizational combination. Internal environment, meaning and elements, resources of the organization, owners or stockholders or shareholders, board of directors, organization culture, organization's images or goodwill. Again, areas usually covered by internal analysis. Conducting internal analysis, what to do and who to do it. This is all about the chapter outline. Now at first, the concept of organizational environment. That means the definition of organizational environment or meaning and nature of organizational environment. Organizational environment is always dynamic. It is always changes. It is not static. It is ever changing. Changes today are so frequent and every change brings so many challenges that it is essential for managers and leaders of the organization to be vigilant about the environmental changes. Today, changes are very frequent, very much frequent, and every changes, any kind of changes in the environment brings many challenges to the managers of the organizations, bring challenges to the leaders of the organizations. So every leaders or managers of an organization should be vigilant about these environmental changes. Every organization, whether business or non-business, has its own environment. Every organization, irrespective business or non-business organization, whether it is business organization or non-business organization, has its own environment. Environment of an organization consists of its surroundings, anything that affects its operations favorably or unfavorably. The surroundings of the organization, the actors or forces within the organization or outside the organization that affects the organization positively or negatively. This is organizational environment. Environment embraces such abstract thing as organization's image, and such remote visible issues are economic conditions of the country and political situations. Environmental factors may include the internal factors or the remote environmental factors, the general environmental factors. For instance, the economic conditions of the country, the political situations of the country, the environmental forces, abstracts and visible need a careful analysis. As the environmental forces are abstract, so it need to be careful analysis. Systematic and adequate analysis produces information necessary for making judgment related to what strategy to pursue. Systematic and adequate analysis provide the necessary information to the managers, to the management, so that they can pursue the appropriate strategy. Now, understanding environmental influences. Why should a managers understand the influences of the environment on the businesses or on the organizations? Business managers must understand the various facts of the impacts of external environment. They need recognize that external environment has many aspects that can have significant impact on the organizations of a firm. They need to undertake analysis environment on a regular basis. This is particularly important for the reason that developments or changes in the remote environment influence the business organizations. They also need to understand the influences of changes in the industry environment. Managers are benefited in several ways when they have a deep understanding and appreciation of the impact of environmental actors on businesses. You know that the actors or forces included in the environment, it may be internal environment or maybe external environment, has impacts on the businesses. If the managers or leaders have depth knowledge regarding the environmental factors and their influences on the businesses, they will be able to make the appropriate decision, appropriate strategy. The managers will be benefited in several ways if they have the knowledge or understanding regarding the changes in the environment as well as the impacts or influences of environmental factors on the businesses. The managers will be benefited in many ways. First one, knowledge of environment helps managers identify the direction to which they should proceed. The knowledge of environment assist the managers identify the direction to which they should proceed. They will travel along with a distinct way of changing direction whenever necessary. Without an understanding of environment, managers are like a bicycle without a handlebar. No way of manufacturing while riding on a street. Very important example here. Without an understanding of environment, a managers are like a bicycle without a handlebar. Again, managers can isolate those factors, especially in the external environment, which are of specific interest to the organization. Through the scanning of the external environment, managers will be able to isolate those factors that are of specific interest to the organization. Next, managers can take preparation to deal with predicted crisis in any of the factors in the environment. They can develop crisis plan for overcoming crisis that affect organization. Through the environmental analysis and with the help of environmental knowledge, managers can take preparation to deal with the crisis moment, and he will able to prepare the contingency plan to overcome these crises. And last one, the key to achieving organizational effectiveness is understanding of the environment in which the firm operates its businesses. No knowledge or inadequate knowledge is very likely to lead managers to ineffectiveness because of running on the wrong road for reaching the goals. The key to achieving any organizational effectiveness depends upon the knowing of the organizational environment, its impacts on business organizations, and no knowledge or inadequate knowledge is very likely to lead managers to ineffectiveness because of running on the wrong road for reaching the goals. If you run on the wrong road, you won't be able to reach your goals. Now, types of organizational environment. We can classify the organizational environments into two broad groups. One is external environment, another is internal environment. External environment consists of the actors and forces that are outside the organization, the larger societal forces that are beyond of control to the managers. These are external environment. Another is internal environment, the actors and forces within the organization that affects the organization decision making to serve its customers, to smooth its operations. This is called internal environment. Now we will discuss the meaning and nature of external environment. Meaning and nature of external environment consist of organizations' external factors that affect its businesses indirectly. External environment consists of the factors outside the organization that affects the business organization indirectly. The organization has no or little control over these factors. The external environmental factors reside outside the organization, which can lead to opportunities or threats. You know that through external environmental scanning, a manager will be able to identify the opportunities and threats. On the other hand, through scanning the internal environment, a manager will be able to know the strengths and weaknesses of the organization. Now, we are talking about the external environment only. We'll discuss the internal environment afterwards. For convenience of analysis, we can divide external environmental factors into two groups. For making it convenience of the analysis, we can divide external environmental factors into two groups. One is general environment or remote environment. Another is industry environment or immediate operating environment. Now the general environment. The general environment includes the distant factors in the external environment that are general or common in nature. As we know that there are two types of external environment. One is general environment, one is industry environment or immediate operating environment. There are two types of external environment. One is general environment and the other is industry environment or immediate operating environment. The general environment includes the distance factors, that is we can also say the remote environment. Its impact on the operations of the farm, its competitors and customers make its analysis imperative. As the general environment or remote environment or the distant environment has important impacts on the farm's operation, its competitors and customers. So it is imperative to make analysis of the general environment for a manager. We can use Pestlet model for the identification and analysis of the factors in the general environment. We can use Pestlet model for the analysis of general environment. Pestlet model covers economic, socio-cultural, technological, legal, natural, and demographic aspects. Some authors prefer to use each factor as environment, such as political environment, economic environment, etc. Here a list of general environment factors is given below. Pestlet model. Firstly, factor-wise Pestlet model. P stands for political factor, E stands for economic factors, S stands for socio-cultural factors, T stands for technological factors, L stands for legal factors, E stands for environmental factors, and last one D stands for demographic factors. Now, environment-wise Pestlet, P stands for political environment, E stands for economic environment, S stands for socio-cultural environment, T stands for technological environment, L stands for legal environment, E stands for ecological environment, and last one D stands for demographic environment. Now the elaboration of Pestlet model. Political environment. The government of a country intervenes in the national economy through seeing policies, rules for businesses. In our country, we see many such policies, such as import policy, export policy, taxation policy, investment policy, drug policy, competition policy, etc. Consumer protection policy. Sometimes the government pursues nationalization policy for state ownership of the businesses. Some countries such as India pursue state-driven mercantilism to reduce imports and increase exports. Some countries have liberalized their economy and shifted from centrally managed to capitalist economy or welfare economy. In Bangladesh, the excessive government are emphasizing more on privatization rather than on state ownership. A global competition has increased. The government has also liberalized its trade policies to align with the WTO agreements too. Another important issue is political stability that affects fractions of businesses of business firms substantially. Even decision about investment is highly affected by political stability. We have seen in Bangladesh how political instability has in the past affected investment and trading in the country. In many other countries, also political instability or political disturbance substantially affected businesses such as Sri Lanka, civil war with LTTE, Nepal, mass assaults by the Maoist activists, Pakistan and Afghanistan, terrorist activities, and Argentina default in debt. Now, economic environment. A country's economic well-being affects market attractiveness. Several economic variables are relevant in determining businesses. There is thus a need to analyze economic environment prudently. The business firms. Economic environment comprises a distinct variable with which management be concerned. The economy of a country can be in a situation of boom or recession or depression or recovery, or it may be in a state of fluctuation. Managers or strategy makers must have the ability to predict the state of the economy. The performance of businesses, of business organizations is affected by the health of a nation's economy. This warrants the necessary of the economic environment to identify changes, trends, and their strategic implication. Now, sociocultural environment. S stands for sociocultural environment. Sociocultural forces include culture, lifestyle changes, social mobility, attitudes towards technology, people values, opinion, beliefs, etc. These forces dictate a particular set of values and attitudes with lifestyles. A society's values and aptitudes form the cornerstone of a society. They often derive the other condition and changes. The demand for many products changes with the changes in social attitudes. Now, technological environment. Technological environment affect business environment. Technological factors are variables that are being used for evaluating available alternatives with respect to technological capabilities. Organizations consider it as an important tool for improving operations and functions. Technological factors are one of various external environment factors that affect businesses greatly and are also an integral component of the Pestlet analysis. In the present scenario, utmost dependence on equipment, technological factors can have more effect on business operation and success globally than ever before. How technological factors affect business environment? Technology trends affect businesses on many levels. When an employee is inefficient, he turns out to be productive. When an employee is efficient, he turns out to be productive. Additionally, when a business is more in touch with its present and potential customers, the more chance it has to build a strong customer loyalty base. Advancement of technology can make this possible. Strategic leaders are constantly looking for development and updates within the technological environment. In this way, they not only improve their operations, but they will also be well aware of business transformational phase. They will derive groundbreaking strategies to grow exponentially. Now, number 5, legal environment. The legal environment consists of laws and regulatory framework in a country. There are many laws that regulate the business operations of enterprises, such as the Labor Code, Factories Act, Industrial Relations Ordinance, the Contract Act, and the Company Law, just to name a few. Business laws primarily protect companies from unfair competition and also protect the consumers from unfair business practices. Business laws also protect the society at large. The laws regarding mergers, acquisition, industry regulation, employment conditions, unionization, workmen's compensation, employees' compensation, and the like affect a firm's strategy. Now, natural environment. Strategy makers need to analyze the trends in the natural environment of the country where it is operating its businesses. The most pertinent issues in the natural environment that strategy makers should consider include the availability of raw materials and other inputs, changes in the cost of energy, levels of environmental pollution, and the changing role of government in environmental protection. Changes in physical and natural environment, such as global warming, will heavily affect our daily lives and the functioning of our organizations with a variety of consequences. Now, last one, demographic environment. The demographic environment is concerned with the country's population. Specifically, it is related to population size, age structure, demographic distributions, ethnic mix, ethnic group, and income distribution. With over 6 billion population, the demographic changes are evident all over the world. In some countries, there is negative population growth, and in some countries, couples are averaging fewer than 2 children. In general, average is increasing. In many countries, rural-urban migrant is rampant. This trend suggests numerous opportunities for firms to develop products and services to meet the needs of diversified groups of people in the society. Strategy makers must make an of the demographic issues, especially size and growth of population, age distribution, ethnic mix, educational level, household patterns, and interregional movements. In fine, we can say that all of the above external environmental factors are interrelated. Therefore, strategy makers need to analyze all of them which are discussed. Okay, thank you very much. See you again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.